People read the last text from their lost loved ones. Lock in, boys.
Do you have any texts from anyone that's passed away?
Yeah.
Wait. We asked people to read their last text from lost loved ones.
So she sent me like this picture of her. Said currently on an IV. I said, geez. And she said, did a flu swab on me. I have pneumonia. I said, from vaping those weed pens, hope you don't have that vaping disease. She said, no, I don't. It's pneumonia and I'm done with pens. And then when my dad called me that she was in surgery on Friday, emergency surgery, and it wasn't looking good, I texted her, I love you, and she died before she could read that.
Yo, hold on, bro. This shit's f***ing sad, dog.
So 3 months later, we got the autopsy report back, and it was associated with electronic cigarette use.
I do.
Dude. I mean, firstly, don't do that, kids. Don't vape. Don't do e-cigs. Don't do cigs in general. Bro, I got a lot of friends that smoke cigs, and I've asked them, like, you not, like, worried about that? And they're just like, nah. I'm just like, okay, whatever, man. But, like, damn, bro. Shit happens like this. That's so fucking sad. Oh, my God.
I have one from my mom who passed away August 31st, 2019. Actually, I don't know what it was regarding. She just messaged me randomly. She said, we need to talk. And for some reason, like, I seen it, but I didn't respond. And I said the next day, yes. So I don't know what it was about, but me and my mom, we don't really have the best relationship. We didn't. She was heavily involved in like drugs and alcohol, so she couldn't take care of me, and she gave me to my grandparents really to...
Sorry, real quick, how do they even prep these guys to come in? You know, it's like, you come in for some Jubilee thing, you think it's gonna be some... Why am I getting fucking Steam messages? They come into a Jubilee thing thinking they might do truth or drink or whatever, and they just sit them down. It's like, okay, we're gonna talk about your parents' death now. You know what I mean? Or like, it's like, what the fuck?
Raised me, and I was just so bitter and so like frustrated and so like, why would you do that? You know, I'm your son.
Let me get it.
Okay, 1 second. I remember, I'm not gonna say the name, obviously. I'm not gonna say the name, obviously, but I'm not gonna say the name of who it is that passed away or like who it's in relation to, but there was this one time where like I was really young and I asked someone what it was like for their mum to pass away. I was asking what it was like for their mum to pass away, and they said to me that, like, imagine wanting to ask your mum one final question, and you... They were asked, oh my fucking god. It's like, imagine wanting to ask your mum one last question, and you just can't. And what my mind went to at the time, which obviously I couldn't understand the severity of the situation, but what my mind went to at the time was like wanting to come home and ask my mom what's for dinner. And then she's just not there anymore. You know what I mean? That's so fucking sad, dog.
It's from my best friend. And I said, yo, so why'd you deactivate? I was gonna ask you if you wanted to come live with me in Idaho or at least stay here for a while. And she said, I would love that. Why the sudden ask? I don't know, honestly. It would just be fun if you came here. Yeah. She passed away 20 days after that. In the end, it was because she committed suicide.
Oh my god.
My friend Stan, I mean, I don't know if it had anything to do with him being Hawaiian, but he's just the most chill, laid back dude. Early last year, he was, he had like stage 4 lymphoma. I said, how are you feeling, Stan? And he says, I'm doing well.
Dog, the fact that you only care about her cooking is sad, Saxon. Guys, I was like 4 at the time. That's all I could think about. But honestly, that shit's sad as fuck.
I'm going to stay one more day. I have an appointment tomorrow with my oncologist. Thank you for praying for me. God is good. Try to comfort your mom.
Chat, what's an oncologist?
For she's under a lot of stress. It sounds good, Stan. I will be here for my mom as well. Thank you for caring for her. We'll continue to pray for you. And he said, thanks. We were at the hospital with him, literally as he was taking his last breaths. And I was like, you're about to go home right now, you know? And I was just like, man, I'm excited for you.
I remember after she died, I called my sister, who was at the hospital, and I remember telling her, like, oh my God, I don't remember the last time I told my mom I love you. And she said, me either. So I would really love to tell her that again.
Do you talk a lot with your sister?
Definitely a lot more now. I call them and I text them way more often, obviously, since I didn't really get to talk to my mom too much, and I really regret that now, but.
Well, I think a very important question to ask yourself, sorry for the unflattering, let me just...
Yeah.
Is if I died tonight, would the people that I love know that I love them? You know what I mean? And if they don't, then let them know, bro. Even if that's like a friend or some shit, you know? I think that's really important.
I call them like every week.
I still send messages to her on Instagram because her family didn't deactivate that account. I miss you. I feel so alone without you.
Oh, bro, I'm gonna fucking cry,
I'm
dog. I'm gonna fucking cry, dog. No. No, that's so sad.
And then I said, why didn't you say goodbye before you left? And then another message was, I love you. Sorry.
She would send me like messages, like audio messages, and I'll just play one because I don't know. Let's see.
I want to tell you that I'll be done with school in about 12 months, so then I get my license. So that is the doctor, the therapist. So one more year, that's it. Just hold on. But you can send me 25 if you need to. Just be consistent. Love you, son.
Bro.
And that's, whew. That's the last time I heard her voice. And it was, I don't know. I found out that she passed away the day of, and everything just like came at once, like the regret. I just feel like I should have like done way more than what I did, and it sucks because I can never physically say I'm sorry. You know, just apologize for just ignoring you for so many years and just not understanding your story. Like I'm pretty sure she understands mine, so.
My dad.
Real quick, boys, like just out of curiosity, I remember speaking to my parents about this. But it's like, imagine if, we're going into a little philosophy rant here, by the way, but imagine if some AI company came to you, right? Came to your dad. Let's just say your dad had something, he knew he was gone in 2 weeks' time. AI company comes to you guys and says like, guys, we have this technology where we can actually recreate you. Like, recreate not you as a person, but like as a hologram that you can speak to, or as like an app you can speak to. You can ask for advice, you can do all this stuff. You just need to upload like some of these things, download your brain to it, whatever, that type of thing. We can get you basically on a fucking hard drive, and your children can then speak to you through that chatbot. I asked my dad, like, would you want that for us, or do you think that would make like the process of grieving so much worse and so much more painful? And I think he said to me that he would do it. I don't know. I feel like in a way with life, it's like the way it's supposed to go is the way it's supposed to go. You know what I mean? And like technology like this could just fuck us up. Also, I think there's a part of me that's selfish that if I was my dad, you'd almost want people to miss you. You know what I mean? You don't want to be like, for me at least, I don't want to feel replaced by something. But for him, obviously, he cares way more about like the well-being of his children, and he thinks that that would be like a net positive. So obviously, I think he would do it. But from my perspective right now, I can't imagine that, bro. That just doesn't make things real. Like, it's still AI. Like, no. Yeah, but imagine you just want to ask a question and you knew the response you would get is a legit response that he would have said, you know, that he would have done. Just assume for a moment, like suspend your disbelief that AI could be that good. It's not the same though. They don't have the soul of the person, just the mind. Yeah, that's fair.
My dad had to go in for like an emergency surgery. Over like his 2 years of having cancer, he eventually like lost his ability to speak. And so the main way we like communicated was through text or like through writing. And it was a really tough transition home. We were like trying to get him settled in to his house and his room, knowing that like eventually that was where he was gonna be until he passed. And then he finally was like awake. So I popped into his room just to say like, hey, like I'm leaving now. So as I was leaving, he texted me and he said, "Hi Taylor, thank you for being there for me. It means a lot to me. Love you." And my dad is never like super affectionate. So yeah, I think like him, for me, like knowing that he went out of his way to like text that to me and was appreciative that I was there, was really touching to me. He knew that his time was short and I knew. So yeah, that text means a lot to me.
Don't wait to show affection to those you love. Sometimes all it takes is one text. Love and peace to you all. Thanks for watching. Dog. Ooh. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, bro. Damn, bro. Rest in peace to these guys. And honestly, damn. It's sad because you can tell something is wrong. Losing someone in your family is so bad, man. I don't know what I'll do when that happens. Praise God. Yeah, bro. Just pray.